blitzing. I was had too much blitz going on.
You see what the blitz does to you, man?
What score are you guys going for on blitzes?
I'm getting to 15 probably.
I'm going for. I'm at 36 right now, so I'm trying to get 42 again. So.
What's blitz?
Blitz.
What Shanksy, where are you at?
Well, I was gonna hit this one pretty hard, but I suffer with allergic reactions every now and again.
Gotcha.
And I had a really bad reaction yesterday.
Oh no! Sorry.
Which basically meant I slept through the whole of yesterday. So it's totally wiped my score out for this blitz.
Shit, man.
Top 2K. Yeah.
That's rough.
Oh, it happens, man. It happens. It's one of them.
1 to 2% aiming for.
Now I'll be milestones and chill. I think I'm on like 5 mil, 6 mil. I'm good.
Oh, that's still you can get that 8 mil and be good to go. You get that, was it 1 to 2% is or is that what you're aiming for, Dom? 10 to 13?
I think so. Whatever. I'm gonna get to 15 and see how much time is left, and then from there, just we'll see. I don't know.
Rad. All right.
I am currently at 27 million.
You are?
Wow.
Jeez.
And I hate my life.
Wow.
You haven't got a life if you want 27 million.
27 mil, dude.
I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a significant other. I'm on quarantine. Fuck it, right? Like, why not?
I got no other time to do it otherwise, yeah.
What else do I got to do? My side hustle or my side girl, World of Warcraft's going to get mad at me.
True. Exactly. You can't
That's all we
upset
did yesterday.
the elves.
Yeah, that is actually like we were playing WoW last night, and I kept being like, "Oh fuck, I gotta do Blitz!" Like, damn it, I keep forgetting to do it.
It was good. So
my timers are so skewed. Like, I think there's like a 40-minute window between my top 3 teams and the rest of my entire crew because I just
forget.
Wait, 3 to 5% is predicted to be 6 to 8 million? No way.
Well, let's see here. Right.
That's not right.
Top 5% will do, mate.
It should be fine. Yeah. All right. I'll get us started in a second.
Oh my god! Wait, that is right.
Yeah,
oh shit! I might be able to get 2,000. No, I'm not. That's not true. I'm not going 24 mil. I'll get 1 to 2% to be done.
1 to 2%.
Do we not feel like Blitz has got a little bit out of hand?
Oh, 100%.
Like, a little bit too much.
It's 100%, homie. But I mean, that's a whole conversation we can go down because I got my own little thoughts on what's going on with the Blitz ecosystem and how that's
absolutely
going to work out.
100%. We'll get into it. Don't you worry. It
is
garbage going in dry.
I got to contain myself here and be a decent podcaster and actually wait for the segment where we talk about blitzing instead of just being
I haven't even started the intro yet. So here we go.
I know.
What's up, guys? This is VVAT.
Wait, are you going to do your mobile gamer impression?
What? No.
Karen? Mobile Karen? All right.
Mobile Karen.
There's no loop. We're going in dry.
Going in dry. That's just how I like it.
Will you let me start the episode? I was giving the pause so I had
Charlie,
the editing.
Start.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast, the Marvel Strike Force Insider Edition. I hate you so much. Welcome. I am your host, Vash, joined as always by Ash Pastrami and Chef Crondo. Joining us this week is Shanksy. How's it going, bud?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Doing all right. Can't
living the dream.
Living the dream. I got Blitzbrain. I got all sorts of fun stuff. We'll, as our little pre-roll beforehand, and you might, depending on how I edit this together, you might hear a little quip about it. But it's fun. Tell us where people can find you, Shanksy, either streaming or all your socials and a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah. Basically, I'm a full-time content creator on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/Shanksy, or you can catch me over on YouTube, which again is Shanksy or Shanksy Reacts.
Yeah, Shanksy, What all games do you play? Because I've seen you doing Escape from Tarkov. I saw you doing Raid for a little bit.
Man, I've got a little bit addicted to Raid Shadow Legends at the moment. I picked it up for a sponsorship, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say, have you been paid to say this?
No, yeah, mate, they paid me to play the game. I was like, this is going to last literally for the week of the sponsorship.
Oh, it's a good game,
I'm done.
Man.
I'm a little bit addicted, right? I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good game.
That's hilarious.
I saw you playing it, and I hit you up and be like, "Hey, give me your invite link," because I hadn't played it forever. Like, I started the game up. I'm like, I don't know what I was doing. I had like 3 characters of like whatever they're level 40 or something like that. I was like,
you got to start with Kale, man.
So, I didn't start. I started over with the orc guy, and I was like, whatever. But,
that's like the worst one to start with.
Nah, Kale is the only choice.
Kale's the only choice, man.
Well, I screwed up. What else is there to do? But anyway,
I had like a 4-month stint on Raid. It's a good game.
Rad. So you can find us on Instagram at og.podcast. Our Twitter is overachieversp. Our website is beanoverachiever.com, where you can get this episode and every episode where we talk about Marvel Strike Force video games. I'm slacking on exporting the one that we did with Chewburger about just video games and MMOs and virtual reality and all that fun stuff. So look for that coming shortly. It's probably tonight, if not tomorrow. We'll see what happens depending on how far we go in Blitz today. But also please, if you like this podcast, give us a review on iTunes or your platform of choice, because that really helps us out with the matchmaking. Oh my god, with the algorithm for recommending other people. Technically, it's matchmaking. Recommending this podcast to other people by leaving us a review and telling us why you like this. It helps us out quite a bit. So, with that, what's gone on in the past week in Marvel Strike Force? I had something queued up and I don't remember what I did with it. Oh, it's right here. So we had the Psylocke Blitz that happened on Monday since we last recorded. Milestone chill for you guys, I'm
Vacation. I actually forgot to do the last milestone. Just because I already got her 7 stars, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and then going on with that, we have the Cull Blitz, which is happening right now as we're all recording this, which is, as we were talking beforehand, we're all, rocking the high scores in Blitz. Hopefully we'll see what happens. I feel like the Blitz, I know we've talked about it briefly before we started recording, but I feel like how we mentioned it before, the Blitz scores are just getting out of control. This
one's lower than normal though, isn't it?
No, this is the hot.
No.
Okay, so I actually think that the estimates are low because I think that since Corvus has rolled around. Okay, well, actually, first point is
it's 82 mil. Okay, for one. Okay,
Cole is probably one of the better units out of that team, and at least in my opinion, I think he's way better than Corvus. And as far as
definitely.
You need all 5 of them, obviously, but Cole is going to be your main source of damage absorption, and so because I think when Thanos goes empowered, he loses the ability to energy distribute, right? So he's more
Correct,
like a DPS than anything else.
So.
And I just think that knowing that people went as hard as they did on Corvus, I feel like some people were out there preparing to go even harder on this. And then you got the people on Reddit, the fanboys that are crying about the Blitz bot, which I think is really stupid because they inherently just exposed to a lot of people that didn't even know about it in the first place, where they can find it, how to even set it up, which was a dumbass fucking mistake. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was the dumb. I can't believe the Reddit moderators let that go on. But it is what it is. But I think that inherently is going to jack up the scores because I think more people are going to be kind of eyeballing it as in
no, for sure.
When you bring attention to cheating in such a big way, we had a thing, you mentioned that I play a lot of Tarkov. I'm playing a huge amount of Escape from Tarkov. And Summit1G done a reaction video to someone using a map pack. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, this map pack that had, I don't know, maybe 100 people using it, has now had 300,000 people see it.
Dude.
And everyone go, oh my days, I'm going to pay for that. And now every time you get killed in Tarkov, you're like, mate, was that legit? Wasn't it legit?
For sure. Yeah.
You bring that type of attention to it, and all of a sudden people are going to start looking into it.
Remember there was that ding dong kid on Twitch, some pro Fortnite player. All right, guys, I'm going to show you what happens when you use it. How
auto aim.
I don't use it. And he did it, and he came on just crying. I got banned.
I got perma banned.
Yes, you ding dong. Of course you got banned.
You literally were cheating. There's no you are not. I whatever. Anyways, but I don't.
Twitch is a funny place.
I don't care about blitz botters. Botters are going to bot, but the bigger. Ultimately, I think that this is just proof that they need to go ahead and spit out the auto sim, which I have this tinfoil hat theory that they were waiting to drop the auto sim till after all of the Black Order people are done because of the fact that these are a pack of champions that people are definitely going to spend money on. And maybe some people would feel less inclined to spend if they knew they could get them in the blitz, but from just auto simming as opposed to actually manually grinding it out. But that's just a little crackpot theory I had on Fox.
It's not that ridiculous.
I'd say that's definitely within the realm of possibilities for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
But
100%.
we've had this discussion about and this is going to be a real hot take. I've had this discussion in this theory crafting on my channel when I'm streaming, but people are like, well, you have to ban the botters, you have to ban the people doing all this stuff, and there's unfortunately zero chance of being able to detect this because this game is client side. And the way you can detect it, and we had kind of a bit of a discussion right before we started streaming, is like it's very easy to determine whether or not this is client versus server side. It's like go through a raid fight, go through a arena fight, go through any sort of fight, a blitz, whatever, and then put your phone on airplane mode and finish the fight and see what happens. It has to connect to the internet to give the results of the fight. It doesn't know what the exact things are, so there's no way to determine how the fight was fought. It's the only way that they can determine what happens is like the results of the fight. So like Black Widow is dead, it has 3 health or whatever based on the results, whatever, and that stuff gets sent over, because that's what happens. Like when you finish a fight, it asks for, internet access is required to continue, so on and so forth, and it will continue on. I mean, it might ping every now and then to make sure that you have internet service as the fight goes on, but there's no way to determine whether or not, what happens, which is like why people have been asking for fight replays in War to be cool to see like what happens, like what people are doing outside of just the results. But there's no way to do that physically because of how the game is designed. I mean, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I'm just thinking about it too much, but that's what it shows to me. Like that's how I can determine whether or not like there's no way, because you can't, based on how these bots are working, it's probably just clickers, like like a macro system of some sort, and they're just like figuring out clipping on certain things and going from there. There's no way to determine who's a real player and who's not based on client, which is unfortunate, but I think that's why they can't detect it or do anything about it, because like they're banning people based on like modified APKs, because that's super easy to detect.
Yeah, but have they actually banned anybody yet? That's the thing.
No, I don't think they can.
I don't think. Well, my question is, okay, so in Contest, because we use this comparison a lot, they actually put out like a PSA about like don't use third-party applications or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I can't remember seeing one of those from this game, but I could be mistaken because it's been so long since I've been playing it.
Yeah, I mean that's as someone in chat just. Dash in chat was just saying, like the only way to get rid of the bots is to stop third-party emulator support, and that's gonna suck, but I'm all for it. If that's the way to fix the issue, that's really the only way. And people are like, well, how do I make content? Blah blah blah. I'm like, there's called a capture card. You have to, I mean, granted, yes, you're gonna have to spend some money and buy a capture card, but like that's what you're gonna have to do, unfortunately.
I actually have, before I realized that there was an emulator for this game, I bought one of the stupid adapters, like the Lightning to HDMI adapter for your phone.
Yeah, I have one of those too, just because I use my I use my phone and my iPad to do calibrations for TVs and whatnot, as like a little side hustle that I do. Just helping other people calibrate their home setups and whatnot, or like in a professional corporate sense.
That would be a right ball ache, though, to get rid of BlueStacks, to get rid of knocks, everything like that.
It would be so shitty.
I've got a capture card, but that's normally plugged into an Xbox or a PlayStation. I don't need to go through and use my phone.
No,
like what happens if I get a phone call during the middle of the stream?
Yeah,
well, that's
exactly.
that. I mean, that is the shitty thing. So the only reason that's even like we're even bringing that up is due to the fact that is literally what Kabam had to do with the arena and Contest, and since Fox Next copy pasted the arena and turned that into Blitz, it created the same problem where you can use these emulators to create macros to script your way through it. But in Contest, they literally could not figure out how to stop this. So their only solution was to just outright ban the use of like BlueStacks, Nox, Mimu, anything. And they're actually set up to where, and I only know this because when I very first started playing it, I didn't know that you couldn't use these things. So I was playing my account, like I was auto simming battles, and I wasn't cheating. I was like literally using the auto fight thing to go through easy fights. And I stepped into the arena just to like do my 3 arena hits for the day, and I instantly got banned. Like instantly my account got banned. So like you can actually like play the game and go undetected, but the second you step into the arena, it automatically picks it up and just auto kicks you and bans your account. And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I mean it's not a solution that is easy to swallow.
None of us want that to happen.
None of us want that to happen, but I'm saying like if they want to take it seriously, that's like the realistic option.
Or they could just drop this auto sim thing they've been working on.
Yeah, I mean that's their solution to it. And I would prefer it, because if you could just hit auto sim, it would take me literally 30 seconds to sim all my blitz fights, and I don't have to we've talked about it, like
so what do you guys think they'd have to change something though? If they did auto sim, there'd have to be longer timers or something, I assume, right? Because I mean, I don't know. I feel like an auto sim is an amazing setup. I think it's too good of a setup, right? I mean, they have to do something that makes it, give it some kind of drawback. No, not drawback, but like makes it.
Well, the drawback
I don't
is
know.
you can
I
lose
mean,
your fights.
I guess, okay, sure. You can lose your fights, right?
Yeah, it's not guaranteed win. Yeah, it's just
Sure.
simming the outcome of the fight. So it's like, your speed time is like times 100,
Yeah.
It just goes through and does it.
Okay.
Or they could take the timers back to 6 hours.
God, I would love that so much. Oh my God. But
You would love a longer timer?
absolutely.
Well, it would drive the numbers down.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you don't have to worry
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
much about
I
it.
don't think they're going to move the timer because they want people logging in on a regular basis. All mobile
Absolutely.
games want them logging in, clicking in. They're not going to move them timers around.
No.
It's too big of a sales point for them.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that is, there's the hours logged in and whatnot. That's why, like, in games like Black Desert Mobile that I play, they have an auto fight function where, like, you can have your character fight automatically for you through, PvE content for you to farm. So, like, they're just tracking hours. Like, look, our players
I'm
are playing for
surprised they
X
have
amount of
that
time.
function.
Well, I mean, it's a metric of, like,
But
they can then
BDO's
use-
always had that type of offline farming. Like I know people that play
Yeah.
BDO on like Xbox and stuff that will leave their Xbox on while they're fishing or something.
Yeah, I
then
do
go
the
to
same.
work and come back.
Yeah, I mean, they're just driving up. That's just the metrics of like they can go to investors or whatever business people being like, hey, look, we have 100 million people playing for 8 hours, 12 hours a day. Look at these numbers. They're skewed, but still, like it's still like they have the hard data that can back up their claims of whatever they're trying to
I
do.
never really
so.
considered that. Like the actual, like the time that your average player is logged into your game is actually something that they use.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because the longer you are in a game for as well, is the more likely you are to spend real money on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like
Ding,
a
ding,
real
ding.
big point. If you're spending 6 hours a day on this game, you're like, oh my days, I'm getting so much value out of this. This 15 quid ain't that big a deal.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did
So
you
that's-
get did you get the raid battle pass by any chance?
No, I swerved it.
Yeah.
It's terrible value, but there's going to be another battle pass coming out soon that is actually going to be really good value. And I'm all
That was a
over
pretty
it.
cool system, and I kind of wish they would do something like that in MSF because, like you were saying, that not to like segue the conversation from Blitz to this, but like since we're talking about like having incentive to stay logged into the game, like that was a pretty cool implementation of something that entices your players to actually do different things, and you have to log in every day and get these milestones done, and it's like, but it's really I mean the first one that came out when I was playing, it's like that thing was baller, like so good. I mean, it might not be anymore, but that definitely had me playing it a lot more. So
I think there's two different ones in Raid. So you've got like a Raid card, which gives you extra gold, extra experience, that type of thing, and allows you to multi more battles. And then they've got like a battle pass where you need to do missions, you need to do that, and the rewards are amazing. So at the moment they haven't got a battle pass out, but they've got a card out. So I'm waiting for the battle pass to come out, and when that comes out, I'm all over it.
That's what I'm referring to. Yeah, because that thing was like, I want to say it was like 30 to 60 days, and I mean, you definitely wanted to log in every single day and play it. But anyway, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah. So continuing on with what's happened this week, we have the Karnak and Ms. Marvel Inhumans double drop happening right now. For the past 24 hours. Yeah. How'd you guys
4
do?
times 0 equals fucking 0.
I'm so sorry, Crondo. I did a couple drops and I got 20 shards.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a Karnak shard this week.
That's
This
my man,
week?
Shanksy. My man Shanksy.
Oh
we are,
my God.
bro. I went 1 for 25 yesterday. 1 for freaking 25, dude. Like, what is the fucking math on that, bro? Like, what is the
Very low.
You know what? Actually,
Very low.
like, what is the statistical
Do you know
chance?
math?
No,
I don't know how to do
fucking
math.
know
You guys
math.
know?
But like, what is the statistical chance of that happening? 1 for fucking 25. Like, you want to sit there and tell me that.
bad.
Dude, bro, I'm sorry. I was you guys know I was mad last night. The only reason that I wasn't as verbal is because I was fucking ripped. And like now I'm not. I'm heated. I went this morning. I went 3 for 20. What the fuck is this? That's
Do you
what,
think
4
that they
for
lower
55?
the chances?
He
on
turned
double drops?
sober real quick.
Do you think they like lower the drop chances when they do double drops?
I know somebody at
100%.
Fox Next was like,
Like, they have
here we
to,
go, here we go.
right?
Chef Crondo over here. Fuck this guy. Yep, there you go. Wait, I just did something to my computer.
Perfect.
So good. Oh man.
Do you reckon it's that seed theory playing you up?
man.
Wait a minute. Does this man know I don't like C Theory too? God damn it. Wait, is somebody saying something in chat?
Who knows? But that's great. Yeah, I didn't do well at all. Like I pulled, I think 13 today. Unlike when I was refreshing 100
pulled 13
courses
today.
Just today, yeah.
And
that's
you didn't
it.
do well.
20 today.
No, I didn't do well.
I haven't seen one a week, dude.
That's crazy. Yeah. So with that, we have Maw coming out on Monday. So how are you guys looking for Ebony Maw?
My lady
I will
thinks
get
the
5
ginger
star.
boy is angry.
Yeah. So you're getting 5-star, Dom?
Yeah, we'll get 5-star.
What else is new?
Chef,
That's
how
really
you feeling?
funny.
I'm gonna get the 5-star. God damn
You're
it!
gonna get it.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
get
get
it. I
it.
will.
You're gonna
I will.
get it.
I will. Yeah, I'm now at 119 out of 130. If the gods do not, if I end up pulling Shanksy over here and I get 0 shards, I will probably
Cut a bitch?
write John Durr a polite email and tell him to
A polite email.
Tell
It will
him
be very
to-
polite.
very politely fuck himself. That will be the course of what that will say.
All right.
Drop 30 bucks. Boom.
There you go.
way
Problem
forward.
solved. Yeah, Shanksy, how you doing for Maw?
Yeah, I lit him 5 stars. I was really hoping to go 6, but it was actually Yo-Yo that I'm super close to 6, and when she went down the premium route, it just weren't going to happen.
Dude, honestly, I wish I bought the offer of this. I really do. I would have gotten at least 4-star on Yo-Yo. It wouldn't have been 5-star for Maw, but I just want a 4-star. I have 4 red star Yo-Yo, and I have her at 3 stars.
Yeah. She's like my
I just
favourite
want
character
that.
in the game at the moment. I love her kit so much. I've got
Well,
a huge
good.
Black Bolt, so she teams up so nicely with him.
Oh, so well.
And,
I think they might be the best energy in the game.
I'd say
Yo-Yo,
so,
Black
yeah.
Bolt. Like just alone, like without even anyone else, just those two.
They're
Yeah.
pretty good. I mean, the only 3 I wanted to throw a trio in there. The Symbios are extremely good together.
Oh, so good.
But
Yeah.
Dude, adding Symbiote Spider-Man, taking out Ultron on my U7 team has gotten me so much more value. It's insane. It's insane.
It's I love that team. Like I take that. Yeah, I did the
Took
same
me a
thing.
year to get Ultron, and now I don't even use them.
I know, right?
Well, do you
Funny
think
how
he's
that-
just getting power crept out because of the red stars?
100%.
yeah,
has to be.
Yeah, yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah, man. Like I even sent Foxnex a message about it, and I was like, "Look, is there any chance that you're going to look at red stars for Ultron? Because at this point in time, if you just got Ultron today, it's not that big for your roster, is it? Like
No,
how it was a
no.
year ago." And I was like, "Is there any chance of red stars?" And they're like, "Well, it's not really something we're looking at the moment." So
It has to be in the map for the next 6 months. Like it has to be. Like I feel like the teams are getting. I mean, dude, look at the Merc team on defense, right? Like the Merc team on war defense is fucking beast mode, like straight up. And
Insane.
I counted it today with Fantastic Four really well, which was really surprising. But I straight punched across with it and destroyed it, which is the first team out of like 6 that I've tried. And I just think that with adding 5 red stars to Ultimus through beating DD3, it's like there has to be somewhere in the next year of gameplay that they plan on giving him the red stars. I mean, I know that they're
Has to
concerned
be.
that his summons are going to be like, extra good, but look at Nick Fury's summons right now. They're awesome. So like
Well,
yeah.
we're not that far off from being
I think
on
I
that
agree
level.
with After
you know?
Dark in chat there saying Dark Dimension 4 runs. I think that might literally
could
be
be
the
it.
Dark Dimension
Yeah,
4
I'll take
rewards.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, unless they, I mean, yeah.
I just hit the beat DD3 first.
Yeah, there you go. You'll get there. Well, you
Have
know you
fun.
can summon. You know, if you clone Ultron in PvP with Sinister, he gets the red stars. His
that's,
summons do. So that's a current bug right now that's happening. So Ultron, not so bad of a pick if you have Sinister on the other team. So that's kind of wild. And also happening this week, we had the raid energy reduction. Woo!
I mean, we had
How you guys felt?
the raid difficulty selector was added in.
That's true.
Yes.
The raid
Yeah.
difficulty selector. That was a big clusterfuck. I don't know how you guys felt, but like, I don't know if you've looked up the results and whatnot, but actually beating 100%ing difficulty 0, so the base normal mode, you get more rewards than if you get 60% in difficulty 1 or difficulty 2 at 60%.
Really?
Yep, 100%. However, if you 100% difficulty 1, obviously it's better than 60% rewards in difficulty 2. But yeah, that's someone did all the math and whatnot on Reddit. I will post that link, and it ended up being the case. So, which is unfortunate. But we just finished 100% of difficulty 2, and now we're doing a U6 run just for the first time rewards. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy with the change to it, I feel like it's definitely, their damage output is way higher in difficulty 2 with their health pool being lower, so they can be taken down easier. But man, I've had like Black Bolt get one shot by like Kree Noble of all people. It's insane. Like,
It sounds
it's just
like Dark Dimension 3 to me.
yeah. So I don't know where we're going to live. We might live at difficulty 1 or maybe difficulty 2 because if we get 100% difficulty 2, I was at like rank 10 and I was getting 11 tier 4 mats per completion of U7 D2. So that's not terrible. I mean, it's not great, but it's not like it's better than what it was before. So, but
Well, I'm liking the free gold orbs personally. And I'm also enjoying the week off of U7 because my alliance, we decided to just go through and just get rid of all of the U6 first timers. That way we don't have to like go back and forth between, you go to this lane or you go that lane. Yeah. And we're not going to get into, it's not going to affect us in our raid season rewards. So we were just like, screw it, let's go for this. And I actually kind of liked it. I went on the first day of just straight vanilla U6. I went with Black Bolt, Rocket, and what did I do? Black Bolt, Star-Lord, Thanos, and Yo-Yo. And I just like, boom, just just like literally just crapped on everything. It was actually kind of like fun to watch, for
fun
change.
and MSF. No, dude, we don't do that here.
Yeah, I know.
No,
right?
we
don't do that.
We don't do that here.
Yeah.
You're going to have some fun in U6. Put Hela next to Thanos. It's just ridiculous.
Okay. I'll try that out because I gotta do it again today. I think we're
constant
on like
energy.
Yeah.
Nice.
I used to do that with Yondu back when Yondu was OP. Just Thanos and Yondu next to each other, just AoEs for days.
Yondu.
He was, dude. Yeah, Yondu was like probably one of my favorite units in this game when it first rolled out.
I'm bummed I missed the OP-ness of Yondu.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
100%.
I'm Mary. What a perfect. That was such a phenomenal. That movie was great. I'm Mary Poppins, yo. Oh, fuck. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that. I gotta rewatch that.
All right. So what's coming up next? We have a new blog post with Ironheart finally being revealed. Whether or not that actually makes it into the game at any time, any point in time, I'd be curious. Maybe after
it'll be in the next 2 weeks for sure.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I bet you after Maw they'll probably do.
A lot of people are speculating that it's gonna be the Blitz after Maw or Cull.
Yeah, I would assume so because they've been saying they've been wanting to do a Blitz for Ironheart for a while now. So I mean, it's only time that they nerfed the whole power armor team 3 months ago, and now they're finally releasing the character that's supposed to make them good. So it's just like. Why?
The crazy thing is, we've had the kit for 3 months, like
forever, dude. For so long.
I literally remember we got given Cyclops, Symbiote, Spider-Man, and Ironheart all on the same day to do a video on, and we were all allowed to release the video at the same time, and that was like 3 months ago. And then they brought out several teams since then. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I guess it's the reason being is they realized that Ironheart counters or brings a counter to power armor for Red Skull, and they wanted Red Skull to have his day, and then they realized that everyone realized that symbiotes counter Red Skull, and so many other teams counter Red Skull, and then there's Inhumans obviously that counters Red Skull, but it just ends up being hilarious in my opinion that they did. I actually remember seeing one of your videos, Shanksy, that was like you getting that video of like talking through like how power armor goes up against Asgardians, and then they lost, which I thought was hilarious. I thought that was so. I was like, it's like this is the video they're giving content creators. Like, hey, here's this new team that can go up against Asgards, but they don't win. So like,
that was literally, and they were like, look, this is the footage. You can get all your videos out tomorrow at a certain time. So I'm like, okay, I haven't really got time to prep for any of these videos. I'm not going to watch the footage first. I'm going to watch it live on stream, basically, on the video.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, they lost. I'm like, all right, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. This was not anticipated.
That's their counter, really?
The counter is like, but they get close. I'm like, that's not a counter at that point.
That's not a counter. That's not a counter. Exactly.
Yeah, that was.
Somebody in the chat
good.
Just said something interesting. That Domino was data mined as the next campaign release. So, which that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, they said.
Domino.
Yeah, they said in the past that they're doing Ironheart as a blitz, so that would be my guess to continue with it. So,
real quick, AV Muse, thank you so much for the raid.
Yeah, bud. Yeah, thanks for coming through with that.
Thanks for stopping by.
And you can, and for anybody who's listening now, if you want, you can hit us up on Twitch at twitch.tv/OG Podcast, where we do this live when we record on Sunday mornings. So make sure you hit that notification. You can get notified or join our Discord. Also, links below. All that fun stuff.
Do it all.
Do all of it.
Right now.
That was a right now. Do it live.
So wait,
I'm getting. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
No.
I was just gonna say I hate new characters being released in Blitz.
Yeah, me too.
It's just the worst.
I feel bad. I feel bad for people that either don't have the time to blitz, they don't have the rosters to blitz, and they just have no hope of getting a character at a decent star count without breaking out the wallet. Which I understand. That's just like how these games are made. Like that's fine. But I don't know. It's just kind of getting old, you know. Like they need 100%. To change. I don't know. And I don't think that it's like in the near future that they're going to maybe like create some other form of character releasing. Like I just don't see it happening.
No,
I'd love them to go back to raids.
Yeah,
raids are campaign. Exactly, raids are campaign. Like for sure.
That would be great. I would love to have that happen. I think that would. I remember back when they used to do it with what they had it with Black Panther. They had it with Thanos, Deadpool, Juggernaut. They had all these.
I got Thanos right as the last raid they did with Thanos. I was able to get him.
I mean, most of these games, right? Yeah. Isn't that the model that raids provide you with some kind of god tier character at the end? Like,
yeah,
I don't know, or maybe not god tiered, but you know, it's just kind of.
Yeah, and I've seen the arguments against raid characters be like, well, they can't offer more characters for for higher 7 stars or whatever. They can't push offers. Like, sure they could. They could do the model that they have going now with these different alpha orbs or whatever. Just make the character be, have the, how they're doing right now with Taskmaster with his events is like it has a lower drop chance. Sure they could. They could just do like alpha orb with like a raid, with Ironheart in there, and like you force people to spend more time in your game that's not Blitz.
Dude, I
go for it.
People are still spending money on Thanos or Deadpool, and I mean, because there's new people coming to the game, and they don't want to wait, or they weren't around back then.
Mate, Legacy orbs still make money, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did. Oh my god!
Right?
Yeah,
I got them
when they had that $10.
I'm not as high as you guys, but like still, they were value in there.
Yeah, when they had that $10 offer for 100 orbs, I bought that 100%. That was a great. That saved. That was like $7 million worth of purple gear. Just in those orbs for $10. I was like, absolutely. Like, I will go without coffee for 2 days. I'll be fine. So, or
no
at least
Starbucks
actually,
for you.
Yeah. Well, actually, at that point, Starbucks is like $6.50 a cup of coffee now or something like that. I was like, okay, so that's like maybe actually 1 day without coffee for me since I do multiple cups of coffee a day. So, but yeah, anything else upcoming you guys are looking forward to or anything like that?
I have a theory about what's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the theory?
Yeah. So I think that it's actually I don't want to say it's like a crackpot theory because I think this is actually what's going to happen. I think that number one, I think that this milestone calendar with all the cores, it's not because they're just being nice, right? I mean,
there's something to it.
Come on, there's something to it, right? But what is it? Okay.
Well, it's the offers every day in the store, surely, for all the different stuff that you can buy in the store for cores at the moment, like orange gear and
yeah.
See, now I think that
scroll on the left. Scroll on the left.
But hold on. But see, here's the thing. So while I do agree with you, that's at face value. That's what they want you to spend your cores on, right? They want you to spend all these free cores they're giving you, because what's coming up? What's coming up in the next couple weeks? Why did they add the raid difficulty selector? Why is it so hard? Why is it Kree Noble one-shotting your dude? Well, there's got to be a way to be able to combat this, right? So what's right around the corner? ISO 8. And let me tell you, the reason that the cores are coming out is because they're going to come out in a campaign feature, right? And the campaign feature is going to require you to spend cores to refresh your energy to farm these ISO 8 things. And that is going to give you the power increase to do all of these game modes that they're releasing right now. And they're putting out all these cores in the game because we're going to need those cores to catch up on getting these ISO 8 pieces to gear out all of our people. So inherently, that's my theory. That's like a total crackpot theory. I could be completely fucking off on it, but I just see them doing something. I don't see them doing something nice, like just giving. They didn't even give us free shit on like holidays and stuff like that. Like I mean, the anniversary event was great, but they made you work for it. They didn't just like give you 3,000 cores or what is it, 2,400 they're giving?
We all know
2,800?
that literally nothing in this game is ever given for free. There's not, unless there's an accident, they messed up. There was some
And
kind of
they stopped
thing,
doing that.
you know.
Yeah, but I've been
stopped doing
spending a
competition.
ton more cores like this last week buying like a lot
I've
of those
not.
gear
I've been saving
offers.
this shit. I've been saving all this shit.
Yeah, I accidentally spent 1,000 cores on stream when that happened because I was scrolling on the right side and accidentally clicked the 1,000 core. There's no confirmation when you do it; it just goes. So be careful where you click. Scroll
That's
on the
the
left.
worst.
Yeah,
man.
it's garbage.
Yeah, I'm like 4,000 cores down this week.
Yeah, I'm.
Did that happen
about
to you too,
3,000
Shanksy?
down.
No, I done it on purpose.
Just doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
What'd you get out of that thing?
A lot of the orange mats I've been going for, and you know what? I was running real dry on ABCs as well, like super dry. And with the ABCs being like 775 for 750,
Yeah.
I was like, Ebony Maw's coming up. I want to gear up Ebony straight away. So that type of made sense.
So let's talk about the Black Order team. Are you excited about the Black Order team?
I'm so hyped for the Black Order team.
Yeah.
I've been
boy.
going in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Likewise.
so tell
Okay.
us, let's, because I feel like, okay, so everybody knows that Vash is going super hard. Ashy and I are going to be like little minnows with our Black Order teams. But how you looking over there with yours?
I think we've got Thanos sat around 82k, 84k, something like that. We've
Okay.
got Corvus on about 62k.
Nice.
We've got, I can't remember the girl's name now for the life of me.
Proxima.
Proxima
Proxima.
Midnight.
She sat on about 73k. And Cull is on about 55k at the moment.
Okay, so you're gonna have,
Yeah, we have
pretty good. Yeah,
we have similar
you're
teams,
ready.
yeah.
You're ready.
Yeah, my team is about 375k with Minerva in there right now, and Minerva
Yeah.
is about 60k. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
who
about
I'm
where
rocking
mine's
in
at, I
Blitz.
think.
Yeah. So once Ebony Maw comes out, I'm planning to take him to 75 tier 13 out the gate. I will be doing PvP all night long Monday. Well, this will come out Tuesday, so I'll probably be doing a little bit Tuesday as well. But I'll be doing PvP all night long with Wolverthor. So if you want to come take a look and see how the Black Order does, we'll be doing some theory crafting and trying to do some counters and whatnot. So make sure you tune in to my channel for that. We'll be doing that at Reset at 8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, we'll be doing that all night long. Well, maybe not. Maybe like for an hour or two. Because I'll probably
You sound like you're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, right. He's like, I'm gonna do it all night.
We're going to do that all night long. Ugh.
yeah, it'll be
Can't
fun.
wait.
I'm not gonna sing it. Don't worry. You
We
don't
can
want
get
me to sing
Shanksy
it.
to be the hype man for your Black
It's
Order
true.
debut.
It's true.
Yeah, there we go. Because it'll be fun. So,
Because it'll
but
be
yeah,
fun.
I'm actually looking forward to that because I'm curious to see. Like, I know we've been talking about like different counters and what people are thinking, but it'd just be fun to like do some live theory crafting and figure out how this works out. You know, I'm either going to be really happy or I'm going to be real depressed for how much I've pushed for the Black Order. So we'll see how that all works out. So
Monday night, guys, tune in and find out.
Monday.
Hey,
We need the
exactly.
Macho Man Valley Savage to come in here. For
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That was okay. For those who don't know, Dom, I hope that's still
That
up
was
on
really
your
funny.
VOD for
Oh,
your Twitch.
it's definitely there.
You need to download that because that was the greatest thing
was
in the
really fun.
world.
The Ultimate Warrior.
That was so good. It's just Valley
It was
came
really
in to do
good.
PvP.
I tried to like also like be there with him as like I couldn't do it. I just couldn't keep a
Dude,
a
my
straight
throat,
face.
my throat would be so dunzo after that. Like, I don't know how
he already has like that voice almost like he
Yeah.
has like that
It was
like
so good.
that like you know
That guttural
gruff
voice.
Yeah.
It was so good. I was very excited by that. Like I was like cracking up laughing. Like
and he
I was
stayed in
sitting out.
character, and
Dude,
then he
the
came
whole-
back.
dude. I asked him like serious questions. I'd be like, "Oh, Valley, what do you think about this?" "Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't go there." Yeah, it was
I
great.
wouldn't go there, brother. It was just
It was so great.
It was so good.
great.
Please,
It was so great.
please download that so we can put that on the podcast YouTube.
For sure.
page.
And I love how
Please.
he left and came back, and he was
Came
just
back.
like, he was like, "Hey
Came back.
nerd!" Like,
Yeah, came back.
he comes back with "Hey nerd!" Like,
That was 2 days ago, right? Blitz and chill. I think
Yeah,
it was.
I think so. Yeah, I was sitting outside drinking coffee, listening to that moderating and whatnot, and then I was just giggling like a little schoolgirl the entire way. Amanda's
I found
like,
it.
she's like, "What are you What are you laughing at?" I was like,
Some-
"It's-
The best
it's-
part is he would like like pick a really shitty team and then lose like, "Oh, I should have." I was like, "All right, you could pick one character." And he picked like something that's like 30k above. And I think, "Oh, I just get stomped."
Yeah, it
all
was
right,
like
so
he's like,
Scoota's asking Shanksy to say, "Can we get a great suck it nerd?"
Suck it, nerd!
What is
"Oh,
that?
it's-
Is that
Is that a
your
bit?
name?
Basically, when I was doing a WoW Wars with Casino, So I beat him in the first Whale Wars. He called me back into the maybe buy a red star thing. And it was close, man. It was real close. And I pulled like a 5 red star toad. And I just couldn't help myself. It was suck it, nerd!
Yeah,
I took that dub.
Yeah, I went
Nice.
undefeated in Whale Wars, and then he invited me for the Don't Buy Red Stars for the very first one, and I lost. He gave me my first loss out of all.
He had
that
to
stuff,
change.
so.
He had to change the name of the show in order to beat you. That's really
Yeah,
what it was.
absolutely. That's I'll take that. I'll take that as a win.
Yeah,
so.
it is a win.
But I used to play a
anyway.
lot of Dead by Daylight, and if I was ever playing as a survivor, and I'd get in chases with the killer, and that was basically my role, just keep the killer occupied, and I'd try and pallet stun them and everything like that. And every time I got a pallet stun off, I'd like teabag the pallet and shout "suck it, nerd" for the stream, and then we'd just carry on looping them. I'm a right toxic Dead by Daylight player. I've got to be fair.
That's got to be entertaining as shit, though. That's got to be super fun. So,
Makes good
anyway,
for
moving
streaming
on
content.
to Love It or Hate It, where we talk about one thing we love about the game and one thing we hate about the game. We always say what we love and hate about the game, so we ask our guests what they love and hate about the game. So, Shanksy, what do you love about the game right now?
Can I start with what I hate about the game while I think about
Sure,
what I
you
love
sure
about
can.
the game? I hate
yeah.
Blitz.
Spice it up.
Yeah.
I just hate Blitz. I'm so fed up with it. I've lost
Yeah.
the time, the willpower, and the inclination to start
It's fair, dude.
hitting 30 million pluses and stuff like that. Like, I'm a variety streamer. I don't want to spend 24/7 on one game. I'm not a one game type of guy.
Well, too
Right.
bad, pal. You want a new character?
You gotta
Suck
break
it,
out
nerd.
that wallet,
But
nerd.
that's why I do the buy or not to buy videos. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to buy the
Yeah.
video and claim it off as content, like just so I don't have
Yeah.
to blitz. It's just not fun. It's not
Brilliant.
entertaining.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's just got to the point. It's like, even with the, I found myself
not fun.
doing more blitz rotations because I want the free cores, but I don't know if I want the free cores that badly to put me through a whole blitz rotation. Like, do I want 75 cores for half an hour of my life? No, I don't. Like, it's half hour I ain't ever going to get back. I hate blitz. Needs to be sorted. It's got out of control.
Yeah,
True.
it's not fun.
What, you
I
mean you
agree.
don't want to score 80 million in the Blitz, bro?
Funny enough, no, I don't.
No, I don't. Have zero desire. No.
Not fun. Like we've talked about, like, why can't they just change it to milestones and whatnot at some point?
Yeah, I
Like,
think
you hit over.
that's got to happen eventually.
It's got to happen. Yeah, like people are. If there's enough people that have the outcry for it and ask for it, like even if it's on Reddit or Facebook or Discord or wherever, like, you know, just set it to, like, you know, top, you know, 300 shards give you 40 million points. Like, I would push for that and then it'd be done. I don't have to worry about it because then I'm good to go. Just change it to milestone rewards the entire time and it'll be fine. So
I remember just falling outside of the top 2,000 once for like a Namor Blitz, and I think it was like 2007 or something like that.
Ugh.
And I was like, you know what? I'm never doing this again.
Yeah.
And that was for Namor.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never doing this again. This is ridiculous.
yes. Tell me about it. I did 101 twice for Sif and Scientist Supreme for when they had those Tadano
Throw up them
Mac
101s
Can we,
in the
can we get some
chat.
101 emotes
Yeah.
in chat,
Yeah,
please?
baby.
101 emotes in the chat because that's where that came from. So that became my thing.
Yeah, it's just
So.
too painful.
It is very painful. All right. So what's one thing you love about the game right now?
Right, I'm going to be controversial. I love a bit of war.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say you
Okay.
love Blitz. At
I
the
don't think
same
it's very
time.
controversial.
I love a
I
bit
think,
of war.
yeah, I don't think it's very controversial.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that one. I kind of like it right now, which is a change.
I'd like to see a little bit more variety in the defense teams, you know, and I'd also like to make sure that characters aren't coming out with purely just geared towards defense. Like, I'm fed up of leveling up characters that I'm never going to see their full potential.
Ever gonna see him?
Because I can't watch the replay, and I might see, oh yeah, they got like 3 defense wins, awesome, but I don't see it.
Right.
You don't know.
And you never will.
Well, then they need to start bringing out either more offense characters or just in war. You know, not in war defense or in war offense. In war.
Or give them both. If they're a war specific team, give them both the offense and defense. So you get to choose which one you're gonna do.
I like that.
Give them like isn't the only one that isn't Fantastic Four is the only one that has it right now, right? They have defense and offense capabilities.
I think so.
I thought they had defense too.
I'm pretty sure
I don't
they
think
don't.
they have defense.
I thought, saying that, I thought
I could have. Now I gotta look.
Namor's
it up,
got the
Paul.
offense.
Yeah, everyone is war offense as far as I know. But yeah.
Well, either way, and then someone said X Force was data mined as war offense, but we know how data mines go.
Yep.
I mean, I could see that though. I mean, that would
Well,
make
considering
that
that they typically release teams as one is a war defense, the next one's a war offense, and vice versa, and they continue ping pong.
And I feel like there's been a lot more defense recently.
there has
I was gonna
100%
say no.
been.
Yeah. What did we even get another war
No,
Yeah, technically,
I kind of feel like they're probably trying to shoot Ironheart in as like an offensive contender, like
She will
team.
be.
But
Yeah.
I mean, she
will be,
is, but she's not like a whole extra team I can add to my roster to wash
No.
out one of these, to equalize one of these pure
No,
defensive teams.
and let's not forget that Power Armor as a war offense team at the moment without Ironheart are actually really good anyway. They've got
Oh,
great
yeah, exactly.
punch-up abilities. I mean, they're
Oh,
a
yeah,
really
for
good
sure.
team anyway without the addition of Ironheart.
Yeah, the only difference is just the turn order that they adjusted for War Machine and Vision. So War Machine goes before Vision. So if they have anybody who's got defense up, you're doing his ultimate into a defense up team. But I like using that for BKT because War Machine will go before Vision, and then if you use it against Groot, he'll slow War Machine enough so that way Vision can use his ultimate before and clear any buffs or anything like that for War Machine. So that's what I like using that team for. But I rarely see BKT on defense anymore because it's so
been a
easily
while.
counterable. Yeah, but I start using them more. I start putting just Guardians on defense for the time being. So
Saying that, I'm back in Gold 2 at the moment, and you see some weird stuff down there.
yeah,
Weird
we've been in the
Yes, you do.
we've been in Gold 4 for a while, and I think we're actually back down. We lost a few fights, and we're down in Gold 3 right now. We're about to go back to Gold 4, I think, because we just won.
Well,
We got one more
my
win. We're
alliance
back.
disbanded. So I was in
Oh,
the
dang.
top 100 alliance, and they disbanded. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump around and help the community out for a little bit. So I was like, if anyone posts on my YouTube thing, get your alliance to like it, and I'll jump in your alliance for a season, like 2 weeks, and just help out for a little bit. And I'm
Yeah, that's
literally
cool.
in my first alliance doing that. So going from an uber competitive.
What's your
Get all
TCP?
your attacks in like 7 million, 6.85,
Sure.
something
Okay.
like that. So
That's dope.
it's pretty fun, man. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's got to give like a little bit of you don't have to stress out as much about it. You can have more fun with the game. You can try things you normally wouldn't do. You're like,
I
you
don't
don't
know,
have to
man.
be like, it's pinged, fun in MSF. No,
I
know.
feel like more stress moving down to Gold 2 at the moment than I would where I was before. Because I feel like if I punch up or something like that, I really feel like I need to win it. Like,
oh yeah,
I feel like if I'm losing teams where I don't need to be, or I'm trying to force the action a little bit. I found myself taking in the other war the other day fights that I wouldn't necessarily do because everyone was so laxed about it. Yeah. And I'm like,
okay.
I want to get the armory, man. I want to get the armory. I want to get the barracks. I want to get the med bay. I want to get these global buffs. And I'm looking at teams that I know I can't counter, but deep down I'm like, I've got to do it. I've got to try and get the ball rolling a little bit. And so it's very hard to adjust from going from a full wipe alliance guaranteed, to we're going to score 1,000 points or something.
Yeah.
Trying to get that mentality it's something I'm struggling with a little bit at the moment. But it's all fun and games. It's a new challenge.
It sucks.
Yeah,
It sucks when you're like there, ready to go, and your crew is not with you. And that's kind of what I experienced when I was in my last alliance, and which it was in Gold 2. And it's like, you would have like 4 or 5 people that are there ready to go, and then you're like sitting there, you're staring at the armory, and you're like, I want this shit down. Let's go. You know. So you're like, fuck it, let me try this out. And then. Yeah, I don't know. I get where you're coming from.
And also being one of the higher collection powers now within the Alliance, I'm good to go bang on War Start. But I don't want to waste my attacks on Flight Deck. That's not going to help us,
Right.
So I've got to take my foot off the gas a little bit.
Sure.
And it's so much so that I've taken it so off the gas that I'm uncomfortable with it a little bit.
You're just coasting along. You're just
but you're only there for
uh,
one season, right?
Exactly. Like I'll
There you
be
go.
with them for another week and then we'll jump. But I could end up anywhere. Like we could end up lower or higher. I don't know, man. We'll see.
Hey man, if
see
you end
what
up in a
happens.
silver alliance, that'll be I feel like if you ended up in a silver war or something like that, your war defense would probably be like a brick freaking
I was
wall
gonna say,
for them.
yeah, like your war defense would be enough to do it more than anything.
Well, even in Gold 2, I've noticed people avoiding, like, they've put me in the armory, right?
Oh yeah.
So last war, they avoided the armory entirely. They didn't even attack it, so I got no defense
I
wins.
would, dude. I mean, you got like 400, 500k teams in there.
Yeah, they just avoided
Yeah,
it.
dude. Because most people around that can't handle it. They don't have the teams
And
for that.
so this war that we're in at the moment, they've cleared the armory, but it's cost them 24 defense wins.
Jeez.
Like, and only 8 of them were me. It was 16 of them was the other guy. Like it's cost
Damn.
them 24 defense wins to take that armory down.
wow.
That's
wild.
that's a shoe in for a loss right there, I would say.
Yeah, and we're still behind.
Oh, you're
Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
dude, that's kind of brutal.
It's all right though. You know what? I've noticed this with the running theme with this alliance that I'm in at the moment. They're a great bunch of guys, and they put their foot down hard at the end. Like where I'm used to going full pedal to the metal straight away, these guys do it the other way around, where they go super hard at the end. So I'm still feeling quietly confident right now.
All right, fair enough. That's pretty cool. All right, so next up is Red Stars. What did you guys pull for Red Stars this week? Or are you holding off for Ebony Maw?
Hoarding.
Yeah, I am too.
I got a 4-star call, and now I'm saving.
That's
for
good,
Ebony
man.
Maw.
Oh wait, that's right. Never mind. Wait a second. I did open Red Stars this last week. I opened up 38 red orbs. I got 2 stars on Cole. That was the best thing I got. And then I think I opened up 3 elite 4-star tickets. I got a dupe on Kingpin, which anybody that knows me, Kingpin, I cannot escape him. But he was a 5-star.
No.
So I'm at like 4,750 elite 5-star tickets. So I'm ready for my next elite 5-star dupe. And then I got, what did I get? I got 4-star Scarlet Witch, 5-star Vision, and 4-star Colossus. So like, not the worst. It could have been worse, but I was pretty pissed off that the only thing I got was 2-star Cole. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like 38 reds, and that's all I got. But I'm sitting on 52 reds and 2.5 elite 4-star tickets right now. So whenever Maw comes out, I'm gonna hopefully pick up on that.
Yeah, I don't know when he goes into the Red Star Wars. My assumption is probably tomorrow when he becomes available.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be my assumption.
I would freaking love to open these bad boys up.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm hoarding. I have I think 35 Red Star Orbs. I also have an Elite 4 and an Elite 5, and I have enough for a second Elite 4 and enough for a second Elite 5. I think I just I cleared Node 5 and DD3, so I got that extra Elite 5 orb. So that was nice. So I'm hoping to pull 4 for Cull is what is the minimum that I'm going for. Sorry for Ebony Maw, but I'm hoping for 5 or 6 would be great, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm happy. 4 is just a baseline for me, where I always try to get new characters, at least 4 yellow stars, 4 red stars, and I feel like that's usable in top tier content. So, but we'll see with that. And did you say you're hoarding as well, Shanksy?
I think somewhere in the region of about 60 red stars for Cole.
Okay.
I managed to get lucky in the end and pull 4 stars on him. And in that time, I got 6 stars on Captain Marvel and all, which was pretty nice.
Wow,
nice, yeah, it's great. So, I have a 6 red star Captain Marvel. It's a monster.
Sorry, Miss Marvel, not Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, I'd have been losing my mind. I would have been well over.
Yeah,
Miss Marvel's still good too.
But yeah, Miss Marvel's all right. It's just not quite Captain Marvel.
That's true. Yeah. Well, you put the two of them together, though, you're good to go.
Yeah, give me a few more red stars on Captain Marvel. I'll be good to go.
She's so good.
Who'd you use your promotional credits on for, or are you still holding on to?
I went to Black Bolt for 6 stars and Phoenix. Although I was really tied between Phoenix and Hela. It was such a big argument internally.
Yeah. I think she's gonna be my next to push up to 5 because I'm at 135 silver credits.
Yeah,
and I can't decide if I'm gonna work up a couple low people or if I just want to try push another person to 5. In which
I think
case,
pushing another person to 5 makes the more sense overall.
And I feel like I already have 6. I already have a 6 red Black Bolt. I got 6 red Phoenix. I got 6 red Captain Marvel. So I feel like Hela is easily one of the best choices.
I think you just convinced me I should do Hela. You literally just convinced me.
Hela's so good, man. She cleans up in PvP, and didn't you tell me she's super good in DD3 on the Cosmic nodes? So I mean,
she is, yeah.
So I mean, I feel like she has she's just one of those versatile units, meaning she can kind of be fit into hybrid teams. Oh, did you use her in Arena too?
I use her all over the place. Yeah, I use her in Arena. I use her on she's my auto team for U7. It's her, Shuri, Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, and Symbiote Spider-Man. So yeah. That's what I use. So I'm probably either going to do Hela or Symbiote Spider-Man because I have Hela and Symbiote Spider-Man are both at 4 red stars. So it's depending on who comes in the store first. So definitely 2 people who I'm going to push upwards and whatnot. So we'll see.
So I took maybe Thanos up to 5 the other day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thanos up to 5 because of the Black Order thing.
I took him. I used my promotional credits on Thanos. Took him to 6 red stars.
Nice.
So But I
Well.
figured, yeah, I mean, I for me, I took Black Bolt and Thanos. Those are the two that I used my credits on, so I figured that would be a good push to have. So for the Black Order, so
I just went the route of being good and pulling a 6-red Thanos.
Fuck
you know,
yeah.
I just told people at Fox Next, I was like, "Hey, assholes, give me my 6-red Thanos."
that's what happens with all your Karnak shards. Like, okay, we'll give you 6 red Thanos, but now you're getting 0
Yep,
Karnak shards.
It's that seed theory paying off for you.
There, damn it.
It's reverse seed theory.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Did somebody tell you that I don't like the seed theory?
No,
or
but
did you see
when I
that?
noticed it earlier, I thought, right, that
Okay,
was in
run
the
with it.
pocket for
I
later.
had a pretty big. Okay, look, I love Remen. Like Remen is a homie. And I've said this many times before. I would never discredit the work that he does on the seed theory, but for me, it doesn't work, and I think it's a little. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that.
No,
And people
look, I'm going to go all out here. I love Reminex to bits, right?
Okay,
He's a
okay.
blubbery son of a bitch. Like, he's a massive wow. Like, let's not make no bones about it. The reason why he's got multiple 7s and 6s and 5s is because he's a gigantic wow. I love his face.
you.
But he's a wow. Don't tell me that I've got to open 400k's worth of gold and all that crap first. Behave yourself.
Damn.
Don't be dumb.
Behave yourself. I swear to God, I love the English behave yourself.
Oh man, I love it, dude. I love it. This man's
Yeah,
speaking the
that's great.
truth right here. I love it.
That was really funny.
so
I love
good.
him to bits. I love him to bits. But let's be fair. How much advice can you really take from someone that whacked themselves in the bollocks in the bath? I don't think you should be making decisions based on this type of logic. He couldn't recognise his own balls. Behave yourself.
Thank you very much, everyone, for coming to the podcast. We are the Overachievers Game Podcast. See you next week.
Oh,
Perfect.
it's so good.
That was
Perfect.
great. That was
Thwack.
great. That was
Thwack,
great.
thwack,
That was
thwack.
great.
Chat,
Get the
everybody.
thwack and the Remy
That
emotes in
was
chat, man.
great.
So
Thwacks
good.
in chat. That was perfect.
Oh, that was excellent. Thank you. Thanks for coming on today. You made my
MVP.
day. You just made my. Yeah, that was like the MVP right there.
With that,
Bit of a rant.
it's all good. It's all good. With that, what do you have for us for war or team advice, Shanksy?
Depends. With war, it's so difficult, right? It depends what you're in and where you're going at. If your alliance is all going to hit hard, you know what? As far as defense goes, you can try to leave it on the back burner and just race to the clear. But at the moment, as far as like war advice goes, it's got to be mercs, right? Work on them mercs.
Yep.
Get them mercs going.
Yeah.
They're proving a massive problem for a lot of people.
Let's talk about this merc team for a second here, because like I'm using and I think this is the correct setup. I'm using Bullseye, Lieutenant, Riot Guard, Killmonger, and what's his face, Taskmaster. And I think the question that I have is like, how are you guys setting up this team on defense? Because I know that the actual placement of them makes a difference. So I think I have it right now where it's Bullseye on the outside, Task on the outside, Riot Guard in the middle, Lieutenant right here, and then I said right here on the like number 3 spot, and then shit. This is like terrible way to describe this.
Yeah. So left to right, what you really want.
Let's go. Yeah. Okay. Left to right.
All right, left to right,
Left
what-
is Bullseye.
Yeah, left to right. You want Bullseye, Taskmaster, Riot Guard, Lieutenant, Killmonger.
Okay. Now why?
Because Merc Riot Guard gives deflect on spawn.
Okay.
So he's going to everyone's going to target Taskmaster. So
Okay.
the idea is that you want to give him as much survivability as possible.
Okay.
The other thing you can do too is if you want to put Merc Lieutenant next to Taskmaster, because whenever somebody attacks Taskmaster, he gets healed essentially. But with defense, if you have Merc Riot Guard at if you have his taunt, his special tier 4 to whatnot, it puts 3 rounds of defensive up on him, and he's going to taunt every other turn and whatnot. He's going to be constantly being attacked. If you have Merc Lieutenant next to him, anytime that somebody attacks someone nearby him, he's going to get healed. So that's
Okay.
ideally what you want.
Okay.
So,
Cool. I didn't like do the research on them, so I figured I'd just ask you here so that everybody else can hear that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, so-
using Korath instead of Taskmaster. Instead of
Bullseye?
Wakandan.
Oh,
Yeah,
Killmonger.
Killmonger.
Yeah.
Killmonger.
I
Yeah,
think
and
I think that's a pretty common replacement right there.
I didn't
Yeah,
want to break up the Wakandans. Don't get me wrong, it's only like 260-ish team. But I feel like they're pretty decent for war offense, and Killmonger's a really,
That's
really
most
big
of my
part
teams is
that.
260.
Oh, fair enough.
yeah. Whopper
you want
has the
PvP,
yeah.
Yeah. That's what my favorite thing being a streamer in this goddamn game is PvPing people on stream, and everyone is always, except for like a couple people that come through. Big shout to Higgy, my other 4 mil TCP homie that actually get a fair PvP fight out of. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's PvP," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, sure, no problem," and then just mush.
And then the other thing that Whopper was saying in chat is he said that you want Taskmaster next to Riot Guard for splash hits, who will counter and then steal the bus from the enemy. So so just one more reason to put him. Everyone's like, well, you don't want Riot Guard because you want to protect Taskmaster. Yeah, but you want him to get hit with the splash damage. Because even if it's small, like he's going to counter attack the other characters and whatnot. It'll be more of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, he's got to be in front of Riot Guard.
Yeah, he's got to be next to him. Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Well, I'm glad I asked because I've got Task on the right hand side, so it's inconsequential for this war because they went past me, but
yeah. I mean, it's my mercs are not great. They're like 160k. They're next on my list once Black Order's done. I think like once Ebony Maw's out, tier 75, tier 13, whatever. Then it's like I'm dumping everything into mercs at that point.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But
cool.
Yeah. All right.
Have you guys seen that counter bot?
The war bot.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal.
We actually had Silver Ninja on the show a few was it like a month ago or something like that?
No, it was more than that. It was like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, longer than that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just started looking at it. I think it's really cool. I've just added it to the Discord. I thought it was like
nice.
Yeah, I've not been using it as much, but I've noticed a lot of people start using it, and you know what? It's really good advice there as well.
I think it's a good foundation. I think obviously you take it with a grain of salt. Everyone's teams are different. Everyone's builds. Everything is. It's kind of subjective, really, because I could have a 300k supernatural team, but like my Mordo or my Ghost Rider, like a couple important people could be whack for whatever reason, and they can get shit on, so going against like some other good team, whatever. So it's definitely a good foundation, but you have to take kind of it with a grain of salt and like use it. Like, how your teams are, how they'll punch up or punch out or whatever, so, but I do think it's good to know, like, this team is statistically able to beat this team or this, whatever. It definitely is phenomenal in that sense.
It's great when, like, you run up against, like, OG, like, like defenders. So you run against, like, I know you can use power armor, but I've already used power armor against BKGs. Like, who do I use against defenders? Because I haven't seen defenders in forever, but, like, there's a 400k defenders team. What do I use? And, like, that kind of stuff. You just remember, like, I don't remember. Or, like, Kree. Great, I use defenders against Kree. I keep defenders for offense for that reason, for like any sort of like either super low punch down for Marauders or Kree or anything sort of villain team and whatnot. Don't use defenders against mercenaries. You won't win. Trust me. Even on 150k
versus them Marauders, man. Aimtron is pulling its weight.
Yeah. I keep. I use AIM. I use my Ultron with Inhumans at the moment. If I'm doing a huge punch up against Hydra. Because my, I think my Inhumans are like 330k, something like that. But we've faced some crazy Inhumans, some Hydra teams are like 400k plus for Hydras. So like that, Ultron allows me to punch up 100k with Inhumans on Hydra because they just tend to target him, and he just revives, and you can just continue on. So, So what's your favorite character in the game right now, Shanksy?
It's probably got to be Yo-Yo. I'm just really liking the Inhuman synergy. I'm loving that offense down. Like, don't whack a protector on the team. The constant offense down is huge in my book. And she goes really well with Black Bolt. So yeah, Yo-Yo at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, I have. I just 214 Yo-Yo and put her into the global node in DD3, and it made all the difference. I feel like I can actually play DD3 at this point, which just goes to show.
Hate it.
Yeah, It's not fun, but I feel like I can actually do stuff in the global node because like everyone gets offense down before they hit, and it's like I can actually survive. So I'm not getting one tapped every single time I go. So I know it's. I was able to like clear node 5 in 2 days and node 3 or node 6 in another 2 days or something like that. So it's been great.
That's actually freaking huge.
Yeah, well, because she puts offense down on everybody, and so they're hitting for 70k as opposed to 140k for a basic attack. So it makes a big difference.
A lot more survivability all of a sudden.
Yeah, but yeah, I would agree on the yo-yo aspect. So it's pretty good. So,
man, I just I wish that they would make her farmable. It sucks that she's only farmable through the premiums because I'm at 52 out of 55, and it's like, give me 3 shards, man. Let me just at least have the 3-star version because I got the 4 red stars, but I'm just stuck with a 2-star yo-yo.
But they're always going to do that with certain characters in the game. 100%. They're always going to go down the premium route, and at the end of the day, it's a business. I mean, like. I wasn't surprised to see Yo-Yo going down that path at all with how good she was.
She's like the equivalent of badassery for a protector. as Minerva is a healer, in my opinion. Like, the fact that she makes DD3 that easy for you means that she really is that OP of a unit, because there's literally no one else that, I mean, even Minerva, I mean, she's good, but she's not like nearly as effective in DD3 as she was in DD2, in my opinion. But
it's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I my DD3 adventure is literally like, I have my G14 Thanos, I got my Symbiote Supreme, or Symbiote Spider-Man, and I've got Phoenix, and I do the Phoenix tax thing where I just like taunt with Thanos, blow the Phoenix ulti, revive her, come back in, let her do her AoE one time, and that's it. See you later. Like,
Dark Dimension 3 is literally the worst 30 seconds of my day.
It's like, hey, how's my team gonna get absolutely murked today? Like, let's see how this is gonna happen.
That's funny.
I would agree with that 100%. There's definitely there was one time where I was streaming where I just got obliterated, like didn't even get a chance to take a turn in DD3, and I just uninstalled the game on stream. I was like, I couldn't do it.
I remember that.
I'm like, I can't, like, this is the worst. Like, why am I playing this game? This is the worst.
You were
I'm the worst
genuinely
experience.
mad when that happened.
I was mad, dude. I was super mad because, like, I like was setting it up. So, like, okay, cool. I'm gonna hop in. Everyone's at like I had like the whole wave of like 10 enemies at like red. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hop in. Like, Phoenix is gonna come in and do her thing, and I'm gonna set it up so I can revive and whatnot. And I like went in there, and I just got completely obliterated. Like, just 2 turns. I was like, okay, well, I had Ultron and Phoenix like far apart from each other. They just killed everybody. I was like, it's not fun. This is not fun. Why am I doing this?
I was going to do daily uploads on YouTube of my journey through Dark Dimension, and I had to stop it at like day 20 or something because I was like,
it's like what, like so short?
Yeah, like I can't drag this out into a video. Like this,
you can make it like one video probably.
Man, I was literally adding
like
2 or 3 days together, and then it got to the point I was like, this is pointless. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I started to do the same thing too. So that's why I was like, I was taking. I mean, in that aspect, like. Props to Wolverthor for putting together like the things where he's just resetting the entire time, trying to get the perfect thing, because that makes for good long videos, because then you're doing it like, you know, for 15 to 20 minutes of the same node over and over and over again, each attempt or whatnot. So, but I don't want to do that. But props to
Wolverthor.
Yeah, props to Wolverthor for that patience and whatnot. So I don't have that kind of patience. I just like rage quit and just say fuck it, we're good to move on.
Yeah.
So, speaking of moving on, I think that's it for that. What do we have for questions, Dom? You've taken any of those?
Just a couple. Yeah. So Scuda asked, if they implemented auto sim, wouldn't they need to come up with another game mode to keep us as engaged, to keep their metrics high?
Yes, they should.
Yeah,
but like they're I don't know what they would do per se. Yeah. Yeah,
well,
they care about the.
No, go ahead.
I said they care about like the login metrics. That's why when we were talking about back with the boycott and whatnot, they were talking about just doing a no login day, because time spent in game is another metric, but how many people log in per day is a totally different metric. So they still count. You know, either way, it still works out and whatnot. So I know that they've said in the past that they don't want Blitz to be a metric in which they, you know, release characters and whatnot. They want to get people away from Blitz. They don't want to have that be the sole purpose of time, because the game already takes a shit load of time. Like, we play and we stream for like what, 2 hours and whatnot, and like we're going through everything in 2 hours. Like, you shouldn't be doing, you know, you shouldn't be on your phone for a mobile game for 2 hours at a clip like that. Personally, I don't think that's how it should be. A mobile game is meant to be played short bursts throughout the day. Personally, it's how I think mobile games should be played, or good mobile games are that way. So, but, you know, they'll probably end up doing stuff like verse battle, or they'll have, you know, other metrics of like releasing, like we kind of talked about it last week with the Ultimate Store, if and when that comes out, ISO 8, that kind of stuff. So they're going to add a shit ton of like content that we're going to be already increasing our game time to go through and farm these new things that are coming out. So the fact that they're going to reduce the blitz time with the auto sim, it's probably they'll do both. They'll probably release ISO 8 and release the auto sim at the same time, so that way we're not spending as much time blitzing, so now we can focus on ISO 8, which is the new moneymaker.
Yeah.
Personally, but we'll see what happens with that.
Get on board with that.
I think the real-time PvP is what's going to take over.
Yeah, eventually. I would say
I mean, that's that because they'll start turning it into you know, hey, I mean, maybe they end up making that like they give out season credits, or they turn it into a season format where, you know, you can grind up to a certain level, and, you know, the top 3 people get whatever prize. I mean, that's how it is in a lot of other games with the real-time PvP kind of element added to it. So,
Yeah.
because I mean, it's in beta right now, so obviously
Yeah.
they can take it whatever direction they want. But
And I hope they take the real-time PvP and add different modes to it. I know it says classic draft right now, so hopefully they'll do stuff where you can have multipliers, where like you can have like war offense or war buffs, or arena stuff, or raids. That way you can test out different characters and whatnot. It'd be kind of cool, like mix
I
and
personally
match,
like to see some kind of like equalizer.
like no red stars.
Yeah. Or,
No, not a res. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like seriously, like it equalizes your. If me and Shanksy go, he's at 7 mil, I'm at 4 mil. It makes us both the midpoint there, like 5.5 or something. I don't know.
yeah,
I think
just
that'd be
I think
interesting.
that's a terrible
have one
idea.
that's. You think it's a terrible idea?
No, I haven't leveled up my roster just to get it equalised. Like, I'm struggling enough to get my big characters through in PvP anyway. Like, I don't want to lose that power. Like, don't get me wrong, but because you can only do it with friends at the moment, we could say, all right, you go this team, I'll go that team. Like we were doing it with Mercs on stream the other day, trying to like move it around and stuff. And it was a bit of a ball ache trying to find someone with a set level supernatural team to a Merc team and stuff like that. But
but imagine you could set that then. You both would be the similar thing, and you could still try it out. It'd be the same thing. You'd still be. You're not losing anything. It's not like you're like permanently being taking away stuff. A ranked PvP or not a ranked a PvP mode where you set like you both it equalizes your team so that you can see what that would be like. It'd be the same thing essentially.
Yeah,
if you were 2 million ahead of that.
Yeah, I could get on board with that.
Yeah, like everybody's level 70, tier 13, 4 red stars, 7 yellow stars across the board, so you can like test out teams and whatnot.
Yeah,
since they're not going to give us a
type thing.
Yeah, since they're not going to give us a danger
or even
room.
like Higgy, make it a selector you can toggle. That'd actually be even more
that kind of thing. It'd be
more
fun.
better probably, but
that's the idea. So I think that would be cool because it at least gives you something to do. Or if you want to have matches where like you're not relying on, like if you want to do like tournaments and whatnot, you're based on skill and how you know the game as opposed to whether or not you have a 7 red star Black Bolt or top tier whatever. Because like that happened to me earlier in a tournament. Like I faced somebody in a tournament where they had all tunes. They had like 9 or 10 tier 14 tunes, and all of my main damage dealers got banned. And like I can't compete against tier 14 tunes when I have tier 13. There's no way. I'll never win that fight because if you try to do any sort of debuffs, they'll just get resistant.
Yeah, it's happened to me a few times where I'm like,
it's just not worth it. So
this ain't gonna happen.
I mean, I understand why they put that in. It's like, well, it makes people want to be like, oh, well, now I got to level up this character to compete in PvP.
Yeah.
So it's just a, money.
Money.
But anyway, what's up next, Tom?
And then so only one other one. It was OSU, Ohio State University BD. At what star level is Yo-Yo viable for GD3?
Any.
Yeah, I mean mine's at 3 right now, and 50k power. She's insane.
Yeah, I mean you can have her 2 yellow stars, 2 red stars. Just take her to tier 14. Trust me, she'll do great things. No problem. Because it really
I can't
all
wait to get her up.
Yeah, because her focus is super not high, but like her focus is high enough where like the characters in DD3 have low resistance, so you'll be able to really utilize her in DD3 if you want to take her into that node. She'll be only good for the first 8 nodes, but even still, like you'll especially node 3. If you have Yo-Yo for node 3, she's going to make a world of difference for that because with all the assists and everything like that, it's just going to be a real giant pain in the ass. So. But anyway.
I got a question.
Good. Ask a question. I'm going to go 10-1 real quick.
Well, I think he was going to be the one to answer this, but maybe Shanksy can answer. With the Black Order team coming out, like, do any of them use BioGear?
Yes, I believe they do. Cole Obsidian uses Bio.
Shit. Yeah, because that means I gotta hold off on pumping up Yo-Yo because I got her at G12, but like, do I push her to G14 or 14? I'd have to get to 13 first. Do I push to G13 or do I sandbag things for Cole? I'm probably gonna.
How hard are you going on Black Order?
Oh, I'm not going as balls in as you are, but I mean I have a 6 red Thanos and I've got 4-star Proxima and Corvus, and I'm going to get a 4-star Cull, so I'll have a fairly decent sized team. I do have 100 purple orbs, purple gear orbs, the ones from the Blitz store, and I also have I think like 150 purple raid orbs to open up. So I'm a weirdo. I like to sandbag my shit, and so maybe I'll just have to just laser focus and farm nothing but bio gear with that.
Yeah, I'd still go pretty balls in on Yo-Yo. I think she's literally an amazing character. Like, it's so good. And if it delayed me a little bit on Cole, I'd probably be all right with that.
Well, I guess that answers my question. Sweet. Balls in.
Yeah, there wasn't too many questions this time around. Yeah, that was it.
Someone asked if I stream. Occasionally. I don't really. It's been tough for me to stick to a schedule, man. Like I was trying to do it like Vash's, and then all of a sudden I got phone calls for, I do freelance work, and it's like I got 4 projects out of nowhere, and I mean, times is rough, man. I can't be like, oh, I can't work. I got to stream.
You gotta work. Working is first.
Yeah, so it's been kind of sucky, and then I lost my voice for a couple weeks, so it's been a I didn't get the coronavirus. I got something wrong with my throat where I keep losing my voice every other day. Like yesterday, it was killing me. So anyway.
Yes, Scooter, I had to, there was a literal, the mod bot allow Scooter to say this. Yes.
Yeah, I once deep-throated
Go ahead, read that out.
I once deep-throated a donut on stream for a charity stream. I ate entire donuts in one bite.
You did what you had to do.
Money, Hey, some people crash cans on their heads. Some people, I don't know what Charlie or Shanksy did. I came in at the tail end of Shanksy's stream because he streams when I'm sleeping.
I crushed a can on my head like an idiot. What are you going to do?
It was beautiful.
I dressed up as Pikachu for one charity stream.
No, you did not. Yeah. Did you really?
For one charity stream, I did, yeah.
That's beautiful. I
don't know about you. I had to open the door in it as well. So
it's hot as shit.
So,
dude.
like, but my doorbell went, and I was like, oh, no, come off of it, man. So, I was like, all right, so I buzzed the delivery driver in. And this is what one good thing that's come out of the coronavirus, right, is non-contact delivery. It's amazing. But this particular time, I've had to open the door and sign for it. So I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. I can't take the Pikachu onesie off because I'm stark bollock naked underneath. Yeah. So now I've got to open the door in a Pikachu onesie, and I will never forget till the day that I die the look on that delivery driver's face. It was like, what you up to, sunshine?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think when you're a delivery driver? I mean, you must see some really weird shit, right? But then you knock on someone's door and he shows up in a friggin' Pikachu onesie.
Yeah,
like,
big fat bearded bloke opening the door in a Pikachu onesie. Like, he weren't expecting to see that morning. Let's be fair.
I would automatically get in the car and be like, "This guy's a furry for sure."
Yeah. We didn't really talk about the Domino.
Yeah, there is a what's it called? Data mine here. I'll throw it up here so people can see it on stream. So
here's a clip of you doing it.
Oh,
here's
wow!
The data mine.
Wow! Cheers, Higgy.
How's that?
Friends like you who need enemies.
Wait a minute, hold on. Can we just talk about this link name? Ugly Tentative Dad Ginger Power? What the fuck is that, man?
They're always
Switch clips, man.
I mean, damn, dude. Like,
that's so good.
Dude, this is great.
Anyway.
You guys want to hear listen. I love living in Brooklyn. Now all the car alarms going off. I live next to an audio like car store, and people are always obviously stopping by, souping up their fucking cars. And this happens every once in a while. You get like someone that drives by that just got their shit fixed.
Oh man!
And then all the car alarms going off. Yeah, it's wonderful.
That's
clipped
great.
by Frisky Dingo.
Here's the what's it called? The data mine for anybody's interested. Essentially, it says Domino. It says Commander. Domino X-Force's newest member is preparing for battle. Be on the lookout for the first chance to recruit her in the upcoming event campaign Serendipity. Beat the odds with Domino's skill use. Controller for the X-Force Elite War Offense. Woo! One more War Offense team. Always revives Deadpool and makes his chain attack unavoidable. X-Force allies always assist basic attack. War Offense applies offense up and resists and reduces enemy speed bars. That's going to be very good. Chance to apply evade on each X-Force ally's turn, kind of like what Yo-Yo does, I suppose, for the Inhumans. And it says event requirements, limit type, lucky trait, which would be available for the following next update. So, War Offensive team. What do you guys think?
We technically don't have we only have technically Fantastic Four as an actual war offense team, though, right?
Power
No,
Armor.
teams
Power
have-
Armor.
Power Armor.
Power
They
armor.
actually have war
Yeah,
offense.
Falcons
Yeah.
definitely
Okay.
get something.
Okay.
So does
Yeah.
War Machine. Or did they take that off?
I don't remember. I mean,
Yeah, doesn't War
he
Machine
adds
do more
extra
damage?
crit.
I'm not sure.
It's extra damage and crit on war offense. I would say yes. I think is what it is, but something along those lines. So I'm actually really excited for Ironheart. I have a really beefy power armor team, so I'm looking forward to that.
Same.
But
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, I've been holding off on building that team just because, or building that team even further. Like I think everybody's at like level 70 tier like 13 or something like that. But I've been holding off on building until Ironheart gets in, just because I want to see how that changes. So.
Yeah, I've got a 7 Red Star Falcon. I'm pretty in on the
That's
Power
awesome.
Armor team.
7 Red Star
Yeah, he's
Falcon.
my-
I have a 6 red.
Damn.
I have a 6 red star, and he
night.
does a lot of damage. I have
How's
his
that
basic and
special
ultimate.
if they got some buffs on him, man?
It's ridiculous, mate. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like, I've literally been contemplating taking War Machine out of my Power Armor team for quite some time because Falcon just clears them up anyway. So I'm thinking about taking War Machine as a massive AoE for another team because Falcon's going to get the job done regardless. Like he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Avengers,
need
maybe?
help.
I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
and then you factor in the Ironheart's going to be applying defense down to everybody.
Yeah,
Dunzo, man. Like
Good night.
instantaneous. Good night.
yeah. War Machine can like toodle off and go find his own little team.
You could put him. I mean, this is gonna sound
Avengers or
obscure,
something,
but
I
you
don't
could
know.
put him. Yeah, I was gonna say you could put him in an Avengers
Military
team
or
with,
something?
Yeah, I'm
something
thinking
weird.
military. I'm leaning towards military.
Yeah.
Even whacking
I mean,
him on
they-
like war defense and just laughing.
That's true.
I mean,
If you
yeah,
get the
seriously.
special off, man, it's
Yeah.
it's pretty nasty, dude. That special can clear out a team real quick.
It's great.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't considered War Machine, considering of the you're gonna want to keep. I don't know, depending if you want to keep Vision or not, just due to the fact that she Ironheart gives Vision all the details or the defense up that Vision does too. So we'll see.
Yeah, Ironheart
Might be
will take the
interesting.
place, but I could literally just throw in like Shield Operative in War Machine's place because I don't need the extra damage. It's like
Yeah,
overkill
right.
on so many teams.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
that damage could be spent very well elsewhere. It's just, do I really
No,
want
that's
to break
fair.
up that team? And I think I'm leaning towards that at the moment.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Yeah, we'll see. You have to let us know how that goes, and we'll keep it
Shall
up
do.
for there. Anyway, that concludes us for the podcast. Shanksy, thanks very much for coming on and being a guest this week.
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Tell people again where they can find you on.
Yeah,
wherever.
guys, you can find me over Twitch, which is www.twitch.tv/Shanksy, or on YouTube, Shanksy again. Or I've got Shanksy Reacts, where I do some like music video breakdowns and stuff like that. I'm all over the place.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
I want to see those music videos.
I should send you all the music videos that I've done in the past, and you can break them all down. for
Shanksy
me.
Reacts.
So-
I've stopped doing a lot on Shanksy Reacts because copyright. I'm just arguing with YouTube
Oh, fair.
constantly over copyright.
You know what? A fun trick to get past that is if you go in your whatever your video editor software is that you use, if you adjust the pitch on the audio ever so slightly, it still sounds the same, but you won't get as many YouTube copyright hits on it
Yeah?
because it's not the same wavelength. So there you go, little trick for you.
All over that.
Anyway, you can find us on Instagram at og.podcast or Twitter is overachieverp. Our website is beanoverachiever.com, where you can get this episode and every episode where we talk about video games, Marvel Strike Force. It's actually not Bean, it's Be and Overachiever, but everyone says it's Bean Overachiever. Also, please, if you can, leave us a review on your platform, your podcast platform of choice. That really helps us out with the algorithm for helping us, get recommended to other people. And if you can, join our Discord where we talk all about Marvel Strike Force, other games, and other fun stuff. Where we're starting up World of Warcraft again, so we did that last night. And so if you want to join us on WoW, we have a little community going on that system as well, and we'll be posting more stuff about WoW and all that fun stuff going forward. So anyway, thank you guys again for coming out and being a part. You can find us streaming this at 11 a.m. typically most days on Sunday Eastern at twitch.tv/OGpodcast. Until next time, guys, we'll see you next week.
Suck it, nerds.
Suck it, nerds!